Hey guys, Wayne Sutton, the secondadam.com, coachingwithwayne.com. Today I want to talk about fear. See, one of the promises of the Word is that we do not have to fear. Fear not, fear not. How many times throughout the Word of God do we see that? Fear not, because God is with us. Fear not, because Christ has the answer. Fear not. Now, I want to read something very important here. Fear is one of the best weapons against danger. Usually the things that we're most scared of, snakes, alligators, spiders, are the things with the capability at least to harm us or to kill us. So fear is a natural response to those. You see a snake, you're walking along a path, there's a snake, there's whatever, and years ago, in countries now maybe that we're not in, there's a tiger in the middle of the road, and you're like, I'm gonna die. That is a purposeful fear to protect you, but fear has its place. But if you have fear holding you back from going and taking the next place, that place where you need courage, you need to go forward. I've been through deliverance sessions when people are vomiting and they're showing demonic activity. If I became fearful because we've watched Hollywood movies, or because we see something that's unordinary, we see somebody vomiting up and manifesting demons, if we become fearful, then we'll be scared of that demon or scared of that situation, and we choose to walk away from it. But no, that's when courage, you have to say, listen, the greater that is within me, that is within the world. And so then we go back with courage and we fight that, we come against that. So fear has its place. There's a place for fear, but then what we do when we recognize that's something. One of the things about overcoming fear, we're going to be talking about in upcoming teachings, is how you've got to really examine. You've got to examine the situation. Why am I fearful? If this is something that really has the potential to hurt me, am I in a place of harm? If so, then okay, you're walking along the path, there's a rattlesnake. Okay, you may need to reconsider that. However, if you're a fear that is not valid, a fear that is not, maybe it's the imagination. The imagination says this is going to happen, or this is what you're going to face. And then, is that a reality, or have you made an hallucination? Think about it. Fear in most cases is simply a hallucination. You're going to take a new job. You're going to go to a new church. You're going to quit a job. You're going to quit a church. You're going to move. Something going on. You jump into a new relationship. Or you're fearful of getting out of a bad relationship. Whatever it may be, there's this place of what if. And then your mind, see, the mind is very powerful, but the mind begins to create this scenario of what will happen. And so you have to examine, is that a valid hallucination? Is it something that will probably happen, most likely happen? And many people, they're scared of going forward in life. Listen, I know if I start this business in 5 years, it'll be, I'll be profitable. If I start paying on this, paying more on this debt, in 5 years I can be debt free. Or if I were to quit my job and move out into the bush and go out and do the missionary work, I'm fearful. But is it your calling? And how do you separate the fear from emotion? Again, I don't want to get into it too deep. We're going to do a great teaching on this. But understand, let me just say this. This is a takeaway for this video. Every emotion is not a sign of your calling. Every emotion is not a sign of your calling. Now, your true calling, your true purpose and destiny in life, there will be emotional attachments to it. But every emotion is not a sign of your calling. Now, fear, if you're going to face fear, perfect love casts out fear. But let me tell you this, walking along again, we're going to use this story. You're walking along a path and there's a rattlesnake and the rattler's going and he's ready to strike. Perfect love will not cast out that snake. Use wisdom. Perfect love casts out fear, but we need to take that verse, that promise of the Lord, and use it in context of what it means. That means that unmerited fear. That means fear that should not be there. Fear that says that the enemy is stronger than God. Fear that says that death is intimate, sickness is intimate, instead of healing and wholeness and wellness. So we need to look at what that verse means. So I'm going to try to wrap this video up quick. This will be a 2-minute video. So perfect love casts out fear. Fear has its purpose to protect us, but it never should have a purpose to hold us back from going forward and accomplishing what we've been called to accomplish. We'll get into more on this teaching very soon, but I wanted to release this word to you that if you have fear, examine it. Is it valid or is it holding you back? This is Wayne Sutton, the secondadam.com. God bless.